In this video, we're going to talk about the ultimate pre-production guide so that you can get out and shoot video productions without worrying about anything going wrong. Why is it important to do pre-production in the first place? And I think this comes back to Andrew Grove wrote about this in High Output Management. And the theory is that it's a lot more expensive to correct a mistake further down the pipeline. So if you get out there and you shoot an entire scene and then you realize that your actor is not wearing the vest that the customer asked for, now you're gonna have to go back, hire the actor again, hire the location again, and it's really expensive. So you want to correct all those mistakes the sooner down the pipeline, because it's a lot easier to get the wardrobe person to go back and get the vest than it is to reshoot the entire scene. The first section in your checklist is going to be your development checklist. And in that, you're going to make sure that the script that you have is speaking to the right audience. This is super important to make sure that you're not going out there creating something that's for an entirely different audience set. So your copy should be tailored for that audience. The next thing, you really want to hone in on your script. This is by far the most important part of your entire process. The script is the lifeblood of your production. This is the Bible. This is what everyone's following. So you need to make sure that the script has been revised, has been looked at through all the department heads. If you have like a stakeholder that needs to give feedback on it, make sure that that stakeholder gives his stamp or her stamp of approval before you go to shoot. Because once you shoot, you can't go back and change the script. You gotta make sure that the script is approved, and then you can move to the next phase. You gotta make sure that you have all the budget you need to make sure that that script can come to life. The next thing you wanna do is you wanna create a storyboard. So that way when you show up on location, you're not lost. You're not sitting there wondering what to shoot next. You'll have storyboarded out everything. You'll have matched a visual to the script, to the copy that's on the page. And that way you can relay that to all of your cinematographers, you can relay that to the cast. Everyone knows what's coming next. Everyone knows how that's gonna look in the grand scheme of things. And if you really wanna take this to the next level, before you finalize your storyboard, a really good thing to do is to put a temporary voiceover track, maybe put the pictures in an actual video timeline so you can really feel how that time flows before you get out and land on set. So that way if there's something missing, like for example, the helicopter is supposed to fly in from the left, but the limousine isn't there yet, you've had enough time to work those kinks out before you actually get out and shoot. So now that your development is set, you feel like you have a good understanding of what is gonna happen, now that you have to get out there and start planning. This is like the ultimate logistical beauty in pre-production. This is where a producer really shines and where a bad producer loses his job. So going down the checklist, you've got talent. So you gotta make sure your talent is in place. Next, you gotta move into your crew. Make sure you have all the positions filled. Make sure everyone is aware of what time they're gonna start. Then you're gonna move down, you're gonna make sure you have your equipment in place. If there's a stabilizer that you need to have, like one of those Ronin gimbals or something. Next, you're gonna have a shot list. The shot list takes everything that's on the storyboard and in the script and it assigns it a time. It breaks it down and says, hey, we're gonna do this helicopter shot at 10 a.m. We're gonna be done with that helicopter shot at 10:30, and then we're gonna move into the limousine shot at 11 sharp. That shot list will kind of translate into your schedule. You'll be able to see what time you have your makeup artist showing up. If you know it takes 2 hours to do makeup, you're gonna have your makeup artist arrive. All of those details, once you have that schedule broken out and you have your location details, you have your talent, you have your crew, all of that information is gonna go into the call sheet. The call sheet is like the culmination of all the work you've done up until this point. And again, it's about being consistent. So everyone can look at that call sheet and know exactly what time they're gonna show up, where they're gonna be needed. And a great thing to do is to separate your call sheet by setups. So if you have like 4 locations in one day, you can have all of those locations on the same call sheet, but each setup is gonna be in its own section. So you can have setup 1, maybe this is the shot that you're gonna do the helicopter. You can have all of your cast that's gonna be meeting on that section. They can show up at that location, and then all the crew required to shoot that section is listed there. And then the next section, you'll have your next setup. This is the limousine shot, right? Everyone knows exactly where they're gonna meet and what time they're gonna be there. Another good thing to do is to have any additional details that your cast or your crew is gonna need, things like wardrobe or makeup, wardrobe suggestions for the actors if they need to bring specific colors. Put that all in the call sheet. Once you have your call sheet, you send that out to everybody on board, and everyone knows exactly where to meet. Everything's gonna be smooth sailing. But the idea is, think about all the things that could possibly go wrong. Create a backup plan for that. You know, so for example, say your client is not sure if they're gonna want a pink vest or a blue vest. bring both vests. Don't ever rely on just intuition. Make sure that you have all of your bases covered, because it's only through being prepared for those mistakes that you're going to be able to have a backup plan in place. When you show up on set, the first thing you want to do is make sure you have all the gear. Go pre-visualization with maybe the director and cinematographer, maybe the key cast. Pre-visualize what that's going to look like, game plan things out, and then finally lock down your location, get your lights, get your camera, get your sound all cleared, make sure everyone has snacks, and then have fun. All right, hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe. And if there's something that you have a question about, just leave a comment in the notes and let us know. If you were successful in filming your first video, let us know, send us a link. We'd love to check it out.